What if I told you you're not gaining traction as a musician because your content never actually evolves? Most artists get stuck posting the same thing, hoping the algorithm just magically blesses them with a viral moment. Meanwhile, musicians with half your talent are blowing past you simply because they understand how to market themselves. There are levels to this stuff, and today I'm breaking down all 5 levels of music artist content so you can see exactly where you're at and how far you can actually go. So let's climb all the way down to level 1. This is what I like to call the new song, out now, link in bio era. iPhone clip, bedroom lighting, no hook, someone singing their song with new song, out now, slapped on top. The entire strategy is just hoping the algorithm magically blesses them because they think their song is a masterpiece. And yeah, once in a while you get the 0.1%, the Joshua Sloans, the Hudson Freemans, people with such a unique voice, tone, or songwriting skills that they break through despite the packaging. But for the rest of us, we're above average musicians posting low quality videos, and unfortunately, it doesn't work in this dopamine-induced doom scrolling era. But the good news is us mediocre artists can still beat the people that have 100% more skill than us if we have 100% better marketing. So level 1 can work only if you're unmistakably unique. For everyone else, this is the point where frustration hits and you realize, okay, I need to rethink everything. So welcome to level 2. The okay, what do I actually post level. This is where musicians finally stop yelling, listen to my song, and they start experimenting. Performance clips, storytelling, behind the scenes, tutorials, anything that's not just self-promotion. The content still isn't great, lighting's accidental, editing's sloppy, ideas are all over the place. But for the first time, you're giving people something to actually latch onto. You get tiny sparks of traction, 5K, maybe 10K, but you're still mostly stuck in the 200 view jail because nothing is consistent yet. Level 2 is where you learn the rules. You figure out what hooks people, what bores them, what makes them scroll. You get your first clues about what works. And sure, some people break through here. Maybe they stumble onto a format that sticks. Maybe the algorithm just likes them. But for most creators, the ones who actually want to make it, level 2 is simply just building the foundation to level 3. The I'm getting the hang of this phase. This is where everything starts clicking. You're actually seeing what works. You start noticing patterns of what makes people stop scrolling, what gets them to comment, what gets them to watch until the end, and you lean into it. Your whole approach shifts. You stop recording on a whim and you start being intentional. You fix your lighting, you tidy the background, you pick outfits and locations that actually match the vibe of your song and your aesthetic. You don't ramble into a hook, you start building them. Your editing gets tighter, cleaner, faster. Even the captions feel purposeful instead of slapped on at the end. At this point, you're not making content anymore. You're finally building a brand, and the results show for it. Videos finally hit 50K, 100K, sometimes more. People are saying you're underrated. Saves go up, streams go up. Spotify starts pushing out your stuff. This is the level where you feel real momentum, but you're not at the breakthrough yet. Which brings us to level 4, the engineering phase. Nothing happens by accident anymore. Every frame, every sound, every cut is there because you put it there. You value every single millisecond of the viewer's time because you don't want them to scroll past. You're literally engineering the scroll stopping moment because you've tested enough to know how. At this stage, you're thinking like a filmmaker, an editor, a marketer, a musician, all at once. Before you even hit record, you're doing things levels 1 to 3 would never even think about. You're building a pre-shot checklist, lighting, framing, background, camera angles, B-roll options. You write and produce your songs with the marketing in mind. You're thinking about what moment listeners will scream in their car, what lyric hits the hardest in the first 2 seconds, what storyline could explode on TikTok. You're setting an entire mood in your camera shots. You're intentionally placing every item in your shot to match your brand and your image, colors, props, vibes, locations. They all flow together like a perfect ecosystem, each element supporting and enhancing the overall narrative you're building. You test 5 different hooks because you know the first 3 seconds are the single most important piece of every video. You're tapping into people's psychology. You're planting subtle moments that will bait the viewers into commenting. You're piquing people's curiosity. You're making them stay until the end of the video to find out what happens, and the algorithm loves you for it. Your posts don't even feel like music promotion anymore. They just feel like pure entertainment, and your streaming numbers are increasing because of it. Your analytics are reaching all-time highs, consistent 20K, 50K, 100K videos, a surge in comments, real fans showing up, a recognizable aesthetic forming. You're no longer that musician that's trying to make it on TikTok. You're finally becoming a creator and a personality that people anticipate. But even here, you're still not at the top. Welcome to level 5, the singularity. This is your mega viral moment. This is where everything you've built finally snaps into place, not because you got lucky, but because you put in the reps, the years, the experimentation, the late nights, the consistency, and now the results start to speak for themselves. At this level, you don't chase attention anymore. You're generating it. People recognize your brand in 1 second. Your edits feel like a signature. Your persona is the hook. Your videos pull 7, 8, 9-figure views because the audience isn't here for the content. They're here for you and what you've built. You can post a level 1 video saying new song out now, and your video will get 1 million plus views because you've earned their attention, their trust, their anticipation. This is the point where your music doesn't need a pitch. Your brand does the selling for you. And when you drop something, it moves fast. Level 5 is not luck. It's the result of years of consistency, strategy, and relentless refinement. At this level, you are the algorithm. You built so much hype around your brand that people just crave more. You made it. Congratulations.